I gotta sort some of these dudes around. Got Dark Beetle. There's Blue Mastodon that suck up. Night Crocodile, Dire Barracuda.
The Roaring Hedgehog.
Oh, that's cute. We're gonna put them all in
I'm Sonic. Hear me roar.
Aw. All those dudes were way better at support, so I put them in support. Pouncing Wallaby, whoa.
Blue Mastodon does sell himself as a support specialist, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Whatever you need, boss.
Also, we're going to do something weird here. We're gonna connect to the internet. I've been playing offline so far. I'm gonna skip these stupid things. We'll get into the online portion of Metal Gear Solid 5 way later on. I'm kind of like not engaging with it because it's just a mess. But at this point in the game, we've unlocked the challenge task list. This got patched in after I stopped playing the game. But I have to connect online to be able to use it, because some of these challenges are like updated, like they change every several days or whatever. It's those yellow ones. But these are basically achievements that when you accomplish them, you can get rewards, and a lot of the rewards, even early on, are really good. Like you can see here, all of these are A-rank R&D dudes. So like early on, like if you do a whole bunch of like, just marking dudes and interrogating dudes, you can get a lot of A-rank guys really early on.
Nice.
So yeah, some A-rank R&D dudes. This next one is I get 2 Jeeps for Motherbase. That does stuff later. The Jeeps matter.
They probably don't matter much right now because you only have the one strut.
Yeah. But, yeah, I got those dudes, and now I've unlocked a ton of new stuff to develop.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're gonna get some new toys here. Also, I'm gonna disconnect from online mode, because if I go to a couple different menus, I'm going to be bombarded with Motherbase coins. That's a real thing. No, it's not Big Boss's cryptocurrency.
Okay, but can we pretend it's Big Boss's cryptocurrency?
Absolutely. Also, yeah, we have enough materials now to make a new R&D platform.
Where they're going to research graphics cards because of the cryptocurrency? Come on.
It's the R&D is going to burst into flames. They're going to be mining so many Motherbase coins. And also...
yeah, but just think of the dried strawberries they'll be able to sell.
Ooh. And also, you can see, I tried to make that revolver, but it's actually going to take 18 minutes. I'm now at the point where I'm unlocking higher rank stuff to develop that actually takes time to develop. So yeah, the higher your R&D team is, the quicker they can make stuff. 18 minutes isn't that bad. It's actually, I'd rather have these timers than the way it worked in Peace Walker, which was time only passed by completing a mission. So you would just have to like replay a minute-long target practice mission like 10 times over to unlock the cool Monster Hunter rocket launcher thing. Also, we're going to develop rockets for our helicopter.
Ooh.
So
we had rockets for our helicopter. Maybe this whole game wouldn't have happened.
Whoa.
This would have survived
yeah.
prologue.
So yeah, you can customize your helicopter. This is how you change the loadout for it, because like... So like now that we have the rockets on it, it costs an extra 1,000 GMP every time we call the helicopter, even if we don't use the rockets. So you got to be careful with how you load out your helicopter, because it can get really pricey. Also, we got different paint jobs. This helicopter with the rockets is going to be for Venom Snake, so I guess we should make it red. Just super red. It's covered in blood. Yeah, there's some other customization stuff we'll get into later, but unfortunately, there aren't any more paint jobs to like unlock for the helicopter. I was hoping there'd be more. Yeah, you can mod more in, but...
Part of the Mujahideen's arsenal against the Soviets is secretly supplied by the CIA. But the war continues to drag on, with neither side gaining the advantage. Now, though, the CIA have started supplying the guerrillas with a new weapon. We don't know the details, but rumor has it that it could turn the tide of the war. The Soviets have heard about it, and it has them spooked. Now, the Hamid Mujahideen were issued this weapon, but then they were wiped out in no time. There's no trace of fighting at their fort, and all their supplies are just sitting there. Naturally, that screams biochemical weapons, but the Soviets deny using anything that would violate the BWC. Whatever happened, the Soviets have invaded the area and are searching for this Western weapon tech. This is the CIA's worst nightmare. If that weapon falls into Soviet hands, it'll drastically rewrite the history that's being made here. But the company can't be seen entering the area. That's where we come in. Boss, head to the fort of Desmasi-Laman. Find the weapon before the Soviets, and bring it back to base fast. The new weapon is codenamed Honeybee. To the U.S., it's a vital military secret.
All right.
So we're gonna steal it, right? Keep it for ourselves.
We might.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah, there's only one starting point for this mission. Vapor Snake is going to take a break from this mission. He'll be back later, though.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just be doing Vapor and Venom for this. Or excuse me, not Vapor and Venom. Big Boss and Venom Snake. Big Boss, we got a new silenced rifle. It's tactical because the magazine is taped to it. Here's that Riot SMG I talked about. It shoots rubber bullets. Yeah. It's a really good weapon for if you're sneaking, but you might plan on being, you might get caught at some point. It's way better than Tranq Pistol when you're in combat. Take some hand grenades, maybe. And yeah, we're pretty good there. Venom Snake. So we've developed some new stuff. We're going to take this double-barreled shotgun with a flashlight stuck on it.
The most tactical of guns.
Yeah. We got a new sniper rifle. It's a little bit better. Still like a bolt-action thing, though. We got a new pistol. It shoots really fast. Basically as fast as you can pull the trigger. So... support weapons. Some other things we haven't used yet. A flare grenade. Also bring smoke grenades, maybe. So flare supply grenades call in a supply drop wherever you throw it, and the flare grenade just calls in the helicopter to attack whatever you threw the grenade at.
With its rockets.
We also developed the sneaking suit. It's really cool.
Ooh.
It's really good for nighttime.
Oh, look at your fake muscles.
Right?
Nice.
Right? It makes you look so buff. But yeah, the sneaking suit is really good for sneaking at nighttime, and also it actually increases your defense a little bit, so you get hurt less. Where do the bees sleep, Big Boss?
Mother, where do the bees sleep?
Boss, locate and bring back the U.S. military's new weapon codenamed Honeybee. The CIA put it in the hands of the Hamid group of Mujahideen. But the Hamid fighters were wiped out. The Honeybee must still be hidden at their base, the fort at Desmasi-Laman. Unfortunately, the Soviets are looking for the weapon as well. You have to get to it before they do, and bring it back here. There's a photo of the target on your iDroid. One more thing. Apparently, one of the Hamid fighters survived. He's missing, but if you can find him, he might lead us to the target. Good luck, boss. That's the Honeybee's storage case. We don't know the specifics, but a homing weapon in a case that size is probably a portable missile. Recently, the Soviets have lost multiple gunships in the area. The Honeybee has got to be somewhere in that fort, but the search area is too wide. We need something to point us in the right direction. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cipher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship, though a mutually beneficial one. Cipher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner, but they had other motives. Cipher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Motherbase's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan. That's why they had Paz, still Zeke. Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Motherbase. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us. We stopped the launch. And yet they still took us down, through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cipher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cipher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are.
Would you say they're a Cipher?
Whoa.
Whoa.
So yeah, there you go. Cipher is just all weird and mysterious again. Oh, here we go.
A Soviet relay base. Think there's something in there that could lead us to the Honeybee?
Whoa, whoa!
So in this mission, there aren't any like intel files that give you a location, like in the previous few missions. Also, there's a new enemy type, dudes with sniper rifles. Guys with sniper rifles are pretty usually in high vantage points, and they can see a lot farther than normal guards can. They can spot you, like, as long as you're not, like, camouflaged or in shadow or something, like if you're just standing up, they can see you from about 200 meters away. So it's pretty far. Oh, he's a B rank. Look at him.
Is that prisoner the Hamid survivor? If he is, he has to know something about the Honeybee.
So yeah, there you go. This time we got somebody who can give us info on the location, but this time it's a lot harder, because he just actively got dudes carting him around. Let's see. Ugh. Awful, awful man. So later on, like, you know, we have one arm upgrade that makes our slow motion reaction time last for longer. Also, we can get later arms that also make him run faster. I don't know how that works.
Ooh.
We'll pelt
There's
him
a
with
steady stream of performance-enhancing drugs in there.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Riot submachine gun, really good. You know, one shot to the head with a rubber bullet still knocks dudes out instantly. They're knocked out for a lot less time than if you tranked them. Trank dudes are asleep for about 3 minutes. Dudes who are knocked out with rubber bullets are out for about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Lie down.
But yeah, the good thing, the advantage to the Riot SMG is just like if you get caught, you could just shoot a ton of rubber bullets at a dude and it stun locks him basically. Normal dudes will get stun locked by this gun. Yoink.
I just wanted your shipping invoice.
So yeah, getting across this place can be a little tricky because, like, there's very little cover on the bridge, and there's snipers, so you'll just get caught. So you gotta go take some real roundabout ways.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And also the other issue is like, oh, you know, you find the Hamid survivor, and you want to get to him and get the info, but they do not stay here for very long. Like, it can be tough to get to them before they load him up on the Jeep and fuck off.
And there they go.
And also, yeah, it can put map markers on dudes you're looking at so that the marker tracks them. It's basically there for, like, oh, I want to point out these specific soldiers who are really good that I want for later. Put them on my to-do list. Well, it's bad that he left, but it's good that Rebel Yell is playing on this radio.
That is very good.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's a cassette tape we're going to pick up in a sec. I do have to say, like, the songs they picked, like, all the licensed songs they picked pretty much nothing but really good ones. Like, they spared no expense with probably spending a lot of money on music licenses. And also, yeah, those guys with the little blinking yellow circles, those are all the specialists he tagged for us. This guy isn't very special, though.
He's special to somebody.
Oh.
I'm sure he's got a special someone that considers him special.
Yeah. Well, for that, I'll spare him and put him in this dumpster.
A very special dumpster for special folks.
I do like that Kojima went out of his way to like pick like music that's all from this time, but Rebel Yell is the 99 digital remaster. Like it says 99 digital remaster. They gotta let you know. Don't worry. All right.
Nothing but the best for our boys in uniform.
Yeah.
Does Motherbase have a uniform? They seem to.
Yeah, they have a uniform. They even have different uniforms based on like what unit they're in. Although, unfortunately, you don't really see that just based on the guys walking around in Motherbase. But later on, when we get like more photos in the helicopter from, you know, developing the base more, you will see that guys in photos like will wear different uniforms based on what they're in. So like the R&D dudes are usually wearing lab coats. Mm-hmm. I guess the R&D dudes just don't have any reason to be walking around on the struts. They're doing work inside.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Alright, still got 2 more special boys to get. And also I decided for this mission to kind of turn it around and have the stealth stuff happen during the day and vice versa. Because, yeah, sneaking during the day is pretty different. You have to crawl a lot more, generally. Especially when it's your first time around, because, like... So, like, I think you asked in a previous video, or I may have brought it up first, but like, your camouflage pattern you're wearing still does matter. Mm-hmm. It's just not as important as it was in, like, Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4, where it's like, you know, it was the major thing. Like, if your camouflage pattern matches what you're on, it gives you a 10-point bonus out of 100 points. The things that matter the most are light sources, shadow, and your stance. The major thing being, like, if you're crawling, it's an immediate plus 60 points to your stealth. Like, camouflage adds another 10 points. Being in shadow adds, like, another 10, I believe. And then the rest is also judged by, like, distance. Basically, dudes during daylight start seeing you around 90 meters or so if you're standing up. But if you're crawling, like, you can be within, like, 15 meters of them before they notice you. It's mostly just based on your stance and, like, light now. Also, I like that in the time I held him up, it went from 100% probability to 90% because some clouds moved in the way.
He's coming too. Roger that.
I just thought we had something special on our little island getaway, but okay. You can invite a friend.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, every time you add another friend, it just makes me feel, you know, a little less loved, boss, but okay.
I mean, it used to just be the 2 of us, and now I'm, what am I? I'm 0.5% of Motherbase?
Yeah.
See, this is why Diamond Dogs is having a hard time. Because Miller's so damn pissy about it.
Yeah, I mean, ever since we rescued Miller, like, he was very happy when, like, Big Boss rescued him, but once he was, like, you know, in better shape and he settled down, like, he immediately...
His motivational rage just became snippiness.
Yeah. Like, I think he tried to win Big Boss over by, like, you know, the gesture of, like, hey, boss, you should develop a cardboard box, huh? But, nah. Big Boss is moving on.
You have such grippy hips.
Right?
Like a chameleon on there.
Yeah. So that rock I was on, if I tried to move any more left, I wouldn't have been able to because I would have hit an invisible wall. There is one small bummer, like, especially now after I played... Oh, also, these containers, we can't do anything with them yet, but they have very large amounts of resources in them. Eventually, we'll be able to...
that's what they're for.
We'll eventually be able to harvest, like, all the metal and fuel and stuff from those containers. Because, like, the little boxes we get, you know, give you, like, 50 or 100 of each resource. Meanwhile, those give you, like, 750 each. but also I like some of the artwork in this area. It's kind of easy to ignore like the art design in this game, I feel, but there is some nice stuff.
Yeah. Like, this looks like it was a family's house.
Yeah.
And then the kid, you know, liked to draw animals. Mm-hmm. And then there are warplanes everywhere.
Oh.
What a lovely childhood.
Look, there's helicopters. Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, especially after playing some other open world games like Breath of the Wild, where you can climb everything except for, like, one specific type of surface. Phantom Pain, like, there are, like, lots of big mountains and hills, but for the most part, you can't get to the top of most of them. You just can't. I kind of wish you would be able to do that, just because that's more freedom, and I think that just makes open world games way more cool when you can just go anywhere and you're not blocked by walls, but oh well. Alright, so because we did track the survivor, he's way over there now. So he's still alive, so there is still a chance to get info from him. And also, yeah, you can switch between, like, satellite photos and, like, an actual topographical map. Sometimes the satellite photos actually do help you find different stuff, but it's usually fine to do this one. 2 different paths to get into that fort. We're gonna go over there. The Venom Snake, we're sneaking here at night.
Is that prisoner the Hamid survivor? If he is, he has to know something about the Honeybee.
Alright. So we're actually gonna make an attempt to get him before the Jeep even drives off. Thankfully, there are lots of little sneaky shortcuts everywhere in this area, including right over here.
Ooh, clock's ticking though.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I went with nighttime with Venom Snake here, because yeah, the sneaking suit is really good. It adds an extra bonus because, like, your camouflage pattern is just darkness. So it's like you get that extra bonus, like, all over the place. The downside with a sneaking suit is, like, it sucks during the daytime, because it's you're on bright sand and stuff, and the contrast, it actually gives you a negative camo bonus during the daytime, unless you're, like, in shadow or something. But to give myself some more time to get that dude, we need an explosion. That just causes everybody to freak out and scramble. Ta-da! We're really close to him.
Whoa, there we go.
So yeah, because
there's so many men.
There's a lot of guys. There's a lot of guys, but thankfully it's dark. You got smoke grenades, and I got night vision goggles. And I got a gun. This'll work out.
That's the ticket.
Yeah, sneaking suit while it's nighttime, while also stuck in a smoke cloud, it gives you a lot of cover to just shoot dudes.
Chain slam.
So there is, we'll get to this in a later video, but there is some, whoa, a sniper. There's some interesting content you can find in the files for this game if you data mine it. That's stuff that isn't used in the game. Including, like, in Peace Walker, we would do chain stuff with CQC. Big Boss would, like, shout, like, CQC every time you got another dude. Those auto files are in this game, but not used.
Aww.
Yeah. Also, this is a cutscene almost nobody ever sees in this game. Because you gotta rescue the dude.
Is he mute?
Before he's, like, taken anywhere, so you can, like, cut his handcuffs off. And it causes this cutscene to happen.
Alright. 2 words.
This is our chance.
First word.
It's a t-shirt launcher. Yeah.
Seabiscuit. I think he's talking about Seabiscuit. Yeah,
all right.
I'm the best at charades. See
all
ya.
right.
We know the location of the target. It's on your iDroid. Head on over there. And
You got that from that?
Yeah, right? Big Boss is really good at charades.
You got precise geo coordinates?
Yeah, somehow. I just love that he points, and like he pointed to just a big, you know, sheer cliff, and is like, oh yeah, I got it.
It's that way, generally speaking.
Yep, we got it. So unfortunately, when you're driving Jeeps and other vehicles, you cannot shoot guns at the same time. I really wish you could, but Big Boss is like 10 and 2, both hands.
Well, that's how we live this long.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're just both heading towards that fort. So, see you next time.